What is up, guys? It's Imagineer Tycoon, and I'm back with a video. Now, as you can see, we are totally going into No Limits 2. I got a few things to show you around with. But before we get into that, I do have an announcement for SimCity. Offline is finally coming, mainly for the modding community, but it's available to everyone. Basically, you'll be able to play and save your cities offline. And yeah, so it'll be pretty nice to be able to do whatever you want to do offline, and it's especially great for modders because they will finally be able to save their data and still have it work out correctly. So, without further ado, I think I will take you into um, our most recent park, which would be Alton Heights. Now, this really doesn't have like a park into it, as you would know from No Limits 2. It is a coaster designer, not really a simulation quite as like Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 or other games. Now, Theme Park Studio, another game, it will be similar to this in the aspect of coaster design, but will actually be more of a theme park simulator because you will be able to have guests and other rides other than just roller coasters. Now, the good thing about this game is that it is so fun to mess around with because there's all kinds of things you can do with terrain and scenery and track design. It's literally no limits. There are no limits to this game. That is why the title is stated the way it is. So this is quite the fun game, I would say. And now that we're finally creating the background, we should be loaded really soon. Okay, so what coaster we're looking at right now is Wildfire. Now this is a coaster that I just made. It's based off of a coaster in one of my favorite parks, which is Silver Dollar City. It is not looping, it doesn't do any of the stuff that the normal Wildfire does, but it is a hypercoaster, and I thought I'd like the little terrain, the river, and everything I built here. So what we're going to do is go around and explore the track. As you can see, I got some different curves going over some lakes, the supports and everything. So here's the cars. If we can zoom in here a little bit, we can look at the cars. Now it's just a beautiful game if you look at it. Sorry about that. There's tons of like glossiness and stuff to it, and if I remember right, there's even wear on the tracks. You can see that really closely right in here. You see that wear on the tracks, and there's even some wear on the brakes. Up at the top, there's little rub marks and stuff. So this game runs just really well, and it presents beautifully, as you can tell. Now, all of this scenery and stuff I did create using the terrain generator, if I could say it, and put those things off in the distance. But it's just a nice little terrain-hugging hypercoaster. So now what we're going to do is we're going to leave the editor and go into play so that we can ride this thing, because it is quite fun. So, I'll be quiet as we ride this. And just the sounds of this entire coaster, just the roaring of the tracks, the brakes, the lift, it just sounds beautiful. now what we can do is we can jump into different views by hitting E. So we can go watch the coaster on the track, as you can see. We will go down here and watch it come through this little curve. Here it goes. Zoom. Straight on the track. Now this brake section here, I have it set to hold you, because the problem is that it was going a little bit slow over these curves. So when it was coming into the brake section, the train wasn't quite in the station. So now it waits for this one to leave before it heads off. So we can go flyby view, target view. This will give you a view of the coaster from a side perspective, so you can do all kinds of zooming and cool camera shot angles and stuff. And then when the train starts moving, I'm going to speed it up using plus key. And we'll see, now that the gate's closed. Okay, now I'll bring it back down. But as you can see, the camera will pan automatically according to what the train does. So that's a cool view, especially if you're wanting to make a good theatrical video for it. But we're gonna escape, and that's pretty much all I had to cover on that. Thanks for watching. Be sure to comment, subscribe, like. There will be more videos to come on the No Limits 2 and SimCity, possibly some Minecraft. I don't know if I want to do that for sure or not, but look forward to it, and I'll see you next time. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody.